Cigar Stars.
What's going on, everybody? I'm coming at you with a different video, and today we are doing the first episode of Cigar Stars, where we cover cigar smokers like myself, Aaron, and friends, and we spotlight and interview people in the entertainment business, screenwriters, directors, producers, etc. And we're going to meet some people here tonight. Today at Malibu Cigar, they are doing a launch party for Martin Kove. You might have seen him from Cobra Kai. He plays John Kreese. But he has a cigar that has his name on it that he's promoting, and today is the launch party. So we're gonna go upstairs, check out. We've done a video here before showcasing the cigar lounge over here. Malibu Cigar is one of my favorite cigar lounges in all of LA area, so definitely come check it out. Feel free to watch that video, but we're gonna go upstairs, check out the party, and see what's happening. So here's the upstairs part. Martin Kove event, Prodical Son, that's the name of the cigar. It's $15, or you can do a signed box for $2.75. But let's go upstairs. Okay, we got a cigar in a bottle. Yeah, forget about it.
And so, yeah, my family they always do so horribly.
What's up, David?
Yo! Oh my goodness! You got a seat for me.
Like a chip? Where are you been, man?
Nice. Look at you, Dante. You got a. Looks like you got a Corona, a new brew.
I got two of them.
Ah.
I know which one's better. Actually, this one's better.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually Martin Kove's new cigar called Prodigal Son.
Okay.
It's his new line, and I can't wait to try it.
Yes.
Actually, I got you one too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I
Aw.
cut it and everything.
Aw, you're so sweet.
So
What a nice guy.
let's light this bad boy up.
Let's light it up. Let's light it up.
All right, David, let's try this.
There you go. Look at you, man.
Getting jobs for you.
I can already tell it's quality. I can already tell.
All right, Dante.
First, you must. The effervescence of this cigar.
It does have a good smell to it.
It has an excellent
It
smell.
smells great. I'm getting secondhand smoke, and it smells great. Very nice, Dante. Look at you. If I wouldn't know any better, I would say you're a cigar aficionado.
Or a Cigar Star, maybe?
Yeah. Nice one. I see what you did there, Dante. Very nice.
Wow, very good.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about cigars, what I've noticed with my limited experience is, you know right away if it's not good,
Yes.
or potentially not good, because some of those first few puffs, I don't know what it is, but the cigar comes into its own. This one initially, right from the beginning, tastes wonderful. So I love it. I already love it.
Excellent. All right, I'm pretty excited to try this. There's a method to the madness in lighting it. A little bit more. It's good. I can already tell it's got a good flavor profile. Wow. Wow.
Now, if I remember correctly, didn't Martin Kove mention that this was blended by a professional blender? And so it incorporates, I don't know how many leaves he said, but We'll have to find out later, but it was done in the Bronx of all places. Assembled in the Bronx. So we'll have to get some more details about that.
I'm gonna tell you, this cigar, it tastes like a cigar that you would have in a Western. And I'm not just saying that because obviously there's like a cowboy on the front of it. And I wonder if that is Martin. I'm gonna ask Martin. He's here, by the way. Martin Kove from Cobra Kai is here. It looks like him. But it tastes like a cigar from a Western. It really does. Like I can imagine myself in like the year like what?
1880 or something.
1880 and just smoke it like this bad boy.
Yeah.
That leads me to this question. What character do you play in a Western?
That's a great question.
Are you a bank teller?
So here's the thing about
Life on the line to protect the
yes.
counts folks' money?
I can see myself as a regular citizen. Here's the thing about me. I know you guys like spaghetti westerns and westerns. My dad loves westerns. Myself, I'm not really a western guy, to be honest. I'm not really a western guy. But I acknowledge it. I know it's something that's very important, but
Is it possible that we need to show you some more of the classics?
absolutely.
To really...
But here's the thing. I did see The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and that was fucking fantastic. And that's the only one of the trilogy that I've seen. But yeah.
So speaking of the good, the bad, the ugly, look what I'm coincidentally wearing today.
Nice one.
I'm the ugly.
I was gonna ask. No, you're the Studley. You're the bad Studley.
I think David's the good, you're the bad, I'm the ugly.
Hey, sometimes ugly is a good thing.
It depends on our day and our mood.
Yeah.
But it rotates.
Yes. All right, everybody. So I'm with the man who helped put this cigar made. This is Paul DiSilvio.
Pleasure. How are you?
Oh, thank you for doing this with us, man. So,
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about this cigar, how you came about this, how it got made, the blend.
You're talking about the Prodigal Son?
The Prodigal Son, yes,
Oh.
yes, the Prodigal Son.
So, funny story is, my son was a big Cobra Kai fan, and we were at a Comic-Con a few years back, and I studied karate, so I saw a long line to meet Marty, and I said, I'm not waiting on this line, so I just came to the front. It was a 3-hour wait to meet Marty.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about 4 years ago. And I just cut the whole line, and I saw his son Jesse, and I just waved him over. I says, listen, is there a way I could just talk to your dad? And he says, yeah, sure, come on. And we cut the whole line. And I introduced him to my son, and I told him what I studied in karate and when I was a kid. And I asked him, do you like cigars? He goes, are you kidding me? I love cigars. So he gave me his address. The next day I shipped him some cigars. And he called me back, and we were on the phone for about 3 hours talking like old friends. And we just stood in touch, and I said, you want to do something like a cigar? I'll make it for you. And he was like, oh, I love that. So we just working on this for about 3 years. So this is all the money for this goes to my son's college education, because if he didn't introduce me to Marty, I wouldn't have made a Prodigal Son.
Nice. So it's very important that you guys get the cigar for that cause. So as far as like making this cigar, because you said you were on the phone for like 3 hours, did he tell you what type of vibe or taste or profile he wanted to kind of achieve what Prodigal Son should be?
Well, he likes Cuban cigars, Romeo and Juliet. There's like real Cuban cigars.
Right, real Cubans.
So he kind of like the journey of something that starts off a little strong, then surprises you, goes a little bit more mild after 5 minutes. I don't know if you've experienced that with the cigar.
Yes.
Then it goes back into a lot of flavor.
It's like a story.
Definitely like a story. Kind of something like Carlito would do with the short stories and stuff. So we took about 3 years of hundreds of cigars trying. I'm a blender. We approached a gentleman that has a factory in the DR, Sanj Patel. Him and Chico Rivas put together a fantastic product that when it was all said and done. And the rest is history. He loved this cigar, but this is just the first part. See, we could have did a No Mercy cigar. We could have done it, or a Merciless cigar or something like that. but then it just makes him a gimmick.
Right.
On the box, you don't see a picture of Marty.
Right.
You really don't hear much of it because he really wants to be in the cigar business. He wants to be somebody who creates. So he wrote a novel, graphic novel called Prodigal Son. It's an amazing graphic novel. It's a 4-part series. It's being shot to become a live-action television show.
Awesome.
With some big, heavy, production companies. In any event, we decided to make it more of a Western theme because he loves Westerns. And it kind of goes with the story. I made a cigar called the Bronx Tale for Chaz Palminteri.
Okay, I've seen that one. I haven't smoked it, but I know a friend that had it and he loved it.
Thank you. And that's, like me, a Bronx street kid, came from the street. And Chaz and me have a similar story, if you see the movie. So this book kind of reminds me of that story, a kid who kind of meets an outlaw. It's kind of like a Western Bronx Tale. That's why I kind of really wanted to go for that. We did a bunch of different covers. We settled on one of the... Oh, this is not the product.
But yeah, this is the band right here. Yeah, this is the band right here. It's okay.
Shout out to Liga Privada. This is one of the covers to the magazine, to the graphic novel.
Yeah, that looks
And
cool.
We decided to go with a Western theme. It's going to be a 4-part series. So the next one is called Love and Bullets. And I'm going to keep that on the wraps of what that's going to be.
Oh, that's amazing.
But it's going to be an amazing story because every time Marty signs off on a text or says goodbye to me, he says Love and Bullets.
Nice.
I don't know where that came from, but he always says to me Love and Bullets. So
No, I
said we're going to make that a cigar.
So that's pretty much like the next one on the horizon. Now, as far as
It's
the
going to be Prodigal Son, Love and Bullets.
Prodigal Son, Love and Bullets, got it. Now, as far as like the profile of this, like this is obviously it's like a darker, like more of a Maduro. Do you plan to make something like a little bit lighter, like for future ones, or like right now is this more or less just kind of tuned to Marty and what he
It has to be what Marty likes. He likes
Got
strong
it.
cigars, stronger, flavorful cigars, like something rich,
Right.
a little bit more rewarding if you stick it through. The Bronx Tales, you got some mild cigars, you got a mild to medium. That's not going to be something you experience with the products.
Right.
And I'd love to tell you about the blend, but it's undisclosed.
No. But sometimes like it goes along with the saying that a magician never reveals his secret. So I think it goes in tune with that. But I have to say, this is a really good smoke. And it smokes like as if like a Western. It reminds me like if you were living in the 1800s, like the 1800s, and it has that vibe.
Well, that might be the look of one of the cigars, those old 1800 Clint Eastwood type backwood looking cigars. That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Problem is, who's going to buy those? See, everything could be great if you do it the way you like it, but then who else is going to? That's why you had to go with the Toro first, right?
that makes sense.
So everybody likes a Toro.
Yeah.
But if it was up to us, we might have went different directions. But the next ones, now we're going to play with the style. And we hooked you with these. If you go to La Casa Grande Cigars, lcgcigars.com, that's my business. I'll tell you my blends are Nicaraguan, Dominican blends, Ecuador binders. I love that. Brazilian Maduros. Those are my favorites. And Connecticut shade wrappers. That's to me, if you know how to blend, you can just use those leaves and you'll be in business.
Awesome. Well, Paul, I gotta say thank you so much for taking this time to sit. I appreciate you, brother. Definitely.
I love being in LA. I love being in Malibu. I love it on the West Coast. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure. Get it. All right, so we're with the man of the hour, Marty. How's it going? How you doing?
Good. Very good.
Thank you so much for doing this bit with us. How does it feel? You had a very nice turnout with the cigar launch. How does it feel? It's got a nice Western influence to it.
Well, the Western influence is really for the series I'm developing, the Prodigal Son, and it's out of a graphic novel, and I created 4 stories in the graphic novel, and then Paul really loved the concept called the Prodigal Son, so he said, "Let's make a cigar." So I said, "Fine," but I wanted a cigar that really is rich and flavorful, and he understood. And I tried many different blends, and I wanted something that was smooth and yet had a little bit of a punch to it. Not a lot, but something smooth that didn't give you an aftertaste. And a lot of Dominican cigars do. And this was just wonderful. And the blend is sensational. From Nicaragua as well as Dominican Republic. And it's very smooth. You really feel like you feel elegant. You feel noble smoking a cigar.
What would be one takeaway you would want from somebody smoking this? Like, what would you want somebody to receive or get after smoking this? What would be the receiver end that you would want from somebody smoking this?
I find that when I smoke a cigar, and I like to have that same feeling for someone who walks away smoking Prodigal Son, is that you feel, number one, it's what you start out feeling. You start out feeling the little edge it takes off of a stressful day. The little edge it takes off when you make a phone call that you don't want to make because it's painful or whatever. Anytime there's stress, I think the Prodigal Son works almost like medication, like cigars do in general.
Right.
They give you a feeling of elegance, of that you're in the English drawing room, having a glass of port, and it just, you flash back to Around the World in 80 Days, where all those Englishmen are, planning on David Niven not making his bet and about getting around the world in 80 days. And I've always flashed on that great drawing room where the English go and just the men go. And now it's great that women would go too, because my girlfriend smokes cigars. But I think there's a feeling of elegance. There's a feeling of nobility when you smoke a cigar. And it takes the edge off of, at times, whatever is stressful to you, or whenever you emotionally don't feel comfortable. The cigar just takes you to a place a cigarette doesn't, a pipe doesn't. It takes you into this place of, I think, certainly camaraderie with other people, but it takes you into a place of oneself being able to make certain decisions with a calmer feeling towards it. And to me, that's emotionally sound and comfortable to do.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you sharing it. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and great turnout. And I really can't wait for everybody to try this. Make sure you get the Prodigal Son. Thank you, Marty. I really appreciate your time. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'm glad you like the cigar.
I love it.
It's very important for me that everyone here in Malibu really reported to me that they liked it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, here's the guy from Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
Karate Kid, Rambo, blah, blah, blah. It was really, from the heart. And people who don't like the cigar would just leave.
Right.
And I'm glad. I'm really glad because, Paul DiSilvio made a great blend, and it just touches just the right areas to feel like you're smoking an extremely rich cigar.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate you guys watching, and have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Wonderful smoke, wonderful experience. Special shout out to Malibu Cigar for putting this event together. And had a wonderful time. It was a great smoke.
Here's the box.
Here's the box. It's Prodical Son. Okay. They do sell them here at Malibu Cigar, but I'm very confident that if you're in the LA area, San Fernando Valley, you're going to be seeing these pop up a lot more. Okay. So had a wonderful time, wonderful experience. Shout out to Rick, the owner of Malibu Cigar, for helping to organize it. It was just wonderful. Had a great time. But that's a wrap, guys. This is the first in a series of Cigar Stars. And there's going to be more coming in the future. Be on the lookout for that. But if you guys like this video, be sure to like this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Feel free to share. And as always, we will see you on the next one. Cigar Stars.